clippity clopping? What does a horse do? Is it clippity clop? Whatever a horse does, a clippity clop. It did that down the street just outside my window. It's beautiful. YouTube, it's Multiplier here in the new studio, which isn't complete yet. That is why there appears to be cables everywhere. The microphone may not even be recording now because, well, I broke the preamp right before this video. Fantastic work, Multiplier. But yes, I am in the new studio doing episode 3 of the Collab Alliance. Check it out if you don't know what the Collab Alliance is. Look it up. Or don't, it's up to you. Anyway, I'm going to take this little bit of Ableton right here, which I should have listened to before the video. I will take this project and add something to it. However, it's not as simple as that because I have some wild cards. In fact, I've got an inclusion factor, which is producer must add their own voice as a sample anywhere in the track. So I can do that. And restriction factor, producer is unable to use monitors for the first 10 minutes of the video. So that's fine. I can just take these off right now. So I'll just put them, getting cable. Right, cool. Okay, I'll put these just very carefully on the side. That's perfectly fine. Right, cool. So not using them for 10 minutes that I won't time, but I'll just freestyle the timing a bit. And then silliness factor, producer must make a fuck yeah grunt after mentioning their door. Well, I never mentioned my door, so you might not see that one, but we'll see. Also, swearing is irresponsible. It's bad for you, it's bad for the environment, and it's causing global warming. So don't do that, because right now it is incredibly warm. In fact, it's the warmest day in the history of England ever. I'll just load up the weather for you so you can see. Look at that, 32 degrees centigrade. That is how hot it is outside. So if I spontaneously combust, don't be alarmed. Wait, no, be alarmed, raise the alarm, signal the alarm, and just do something, I guess. Send for a fire truck or something. But yeah, 32 degrees, wowzers trousers. What is going on? It's so hot, so I may overheat right now. Yeah, so right, how should I do this video? I'm gonna freestyle it like jazz. Truth be told, I haven't actually watched any of the previous ones. Not because I didn't want to watch them, I've been quite busy moving this. I mean, this studio still isn't complete yet. It's still a very much work in progress. I'm not even halfway through building it up. So yeah, it's just kind of plugged it in all haphazardly. I've been trying to sort all that out. I've got the internet up and running now. Also, I was gonna watch, I think it was Slink's video, which was the last one, just because I thought, yeah, let's do some preparation. Let's watch the previous one, then I know where I stand. And then I started watching Koala Bears, so I didn't really get around to watching that, but that's okay. That means we can learn together as we explore the project. Now, I did actually have a very quick listen on laptop speakers, so I know roughly where I stand. Let's get into the production. Right, I can't use my monitors for the first 10 minutes, so let's get that vocal sample I need to use in this track. Now, I want to get one of my catchphrases into the track. I was gonna use all my catchphrases, but then chances are the next person or two will delete some of them, so I thought, let's just put one in and then don't delete it. What I will do is rip my own YouTube video off YouTube because, well, I haven't plugged in my hard drive. See, it's still a work in progress, this studio, so I haven't plugged in my hard drive. I'm on YouTube. You can see all the videos I like to watch. Cars are exciting. Some BMX stuff. Right, yeah, gonna go to my channel. Doopy-doopy-doo. And I need somewhere I go, greetings, people of the YouTube. That's what I want to find. So let me try and find that. I probably do it in this one, but I don't know because I'm not hearing it. So what about if I just rip 2 or 3 videos? If you want to illegally rip anything off YouTube, or legally, because you can legally rip my stuff off YouTube, maybe, I don't really know. Just go to Vubi, and then you can just paste it, and there you go, convert it to MP3, super high quality. So yeah, this is how I'm gonna get my audio for my vocal sample. This could take a long time actually because it's a long video. I didn't think this through. That's okay, we can just hang out. I can talk to you about things I like, because remember, I can't use my ears for 10 minutes, and that'd be, you know what I could do? In the meantime, let's do some edits in Ableton, right? So maybe we don't just flip the chords upside down on this section. Command A, invert, there you go, that's exciting. I don't know what that's done, but that's probably quite a good thing. So yeah, I've just flipped the chords upside down. Let's maybe do it, let's close our eyes and do it. I can't remember what was the right way up. There you go, that's upside down, there you go, you can see. Also color coding. Let's do some colors, so change that to red. So that probably sounds quite good. Right, cool, ready to download. Let's download it. What's going on there? Right, save. Oh, it's a advert. Don't want tracking me. And I was stupid. Right, probably a virus on that website. I wonder if I can tell from the waveform what I said. It's probably impossible unless I'm good at lip reading, but then it's the waveform, so I can't read the lips. Wait, let me just imagine. What did I do in the last video? What did I do? I went YouTube. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter what I said. I'm just going to take whatever's in a thing I've just ripped, and I've got an idea. I've got an idea for something cool to start the video. Because I don't really have a plan for this, but that's much better. Then it's just freestyle. Then it's just like, I mean, let's be honest, right? I'm here for entertainment value. So yeah, let's do some of that. Now, I don't want to ruin the track too much because I could quite easily just delete bits, make edits, but you know what, let's just add a bit of multiplier entertainment into the track in an innovative way with sort of innovations and stuff. Right, cool. Has it been 10 minutes? I think so. We can put the headphones back on now. Headphones back on the head. Right, cool. So my microphone looks like it's still working because I broke my mic preamp some stage in the last day or two. I just tried to start this video and it didn't work. Thought I broke the cable, that was more likely, but then I think it's the preamp because I sound okay when I do that, and the headphones, and I'm now going into my sound card. Not important. Yes, right, let's do... Right, what was I doing? I'm just talking jibber jabber. That's just classic multiplier right there. Cool, right. For those of you who don't know me, I spend most of my day job doing the day job time making tutorial videos in a serious way for various websites. In fact, probably one of the major ones, the major one if you know what it is. 10 points if you can guess that. So yeah, on the YouTube, I end up just going in tangents, waving my arms around, doing some pointing, Mr. Giraffe in the background, etc. But yes, let's actually do some music. Serious face multiplier, let's do some music. Right, let's drag out this empty bit, so just like dragging it out, 20 minutes to load, that's cool with me. I should time this. Actually, I've got the thing running at the top. Ooh, also I need to make sure I don't run out of hard drive space, but I'll monitor that as I go. That's perfectly fine. Coolies. Right, so I can actually hear myself. I haven't really double checked all my soundflower. Yeah, sure, I should be able to hear this. And you should be able to hear it too. Isn't that nice? Also, let me know what you think of this camera angle. I haven't had more than a minute or two to set it up. It's an experiment, but I've got a new tripod so I can try different angles in the new studio. I don't know if I like it or not. I will find out. We will find out together on our journey of life. Right. YouTube, it's there you go. I did it. Greeting, girl. Ah, perfect. Let's chop that out and do some crazy-ish. Greetings. It's too quiet. I must be louder at all times, right? Turn it up. Greetings, YouTube. It's multiplier here for greetings, YouTube. Greetings, YouTube. It's... Oh, I wanted the people of YouTube. That's okay. It's okay. We'll work with this. Remember, that was the wild card. Don't use my headphones. So I couldn't even find out. So we're going to work with that, but it will still be cool. It will still be cool. YouTube. I want to just go YouTube and then chop it off like probably around there. Greetings, YouTube. Greetings, YouTube. And then do a little fade. That'd be a nice little fade. Oh, look at that beautiful little fade. Yeah. YouTube. That's fine. Right, cool. Let's make it sound good and ting, and then I'll do some interesting little effect with it. You'll see what I mean. So first of all, let's now we could do compression in a really sort of precise way, or we could just run it through presets. Because let's be honest, that's perfectly fine in 99% of situations. But first of all, YouTube. Just clear out the low end a little bit. YouTube. Actually, that does that in a preset. Anyway, what am I doing that for? Maniac. Right. Click, double click. Don't do your double click. Right. I haven't even heard the song properly, but that's fine. Doesn't matter too much. We're not really making a song. We're just making some sort of like art experiment thing. I don't even know. Right. Ooh, I should close the presets. Always use presets because that's what they're there for. Right. So this one sounds proper loud and ting. YouTube. That's like super compressed. That's like, what is going on there? Greetings, YouTube. Greetings, YouTube. Wowzers trousers. Greetings, YouTube. And cool. Let's bounce that down. Freeze. And what I want to do is make that interesting. And I have an idea that I want to experiment with. I don't know how well that wasn't a sentence. I don't know how well it will work, but We're going to try together to do something. Are you ready for that? You ready for that? Yes, you are. Let's get into it. Right, cool. So I'm going to get something that is cool. Forgot the name. Just going to look through the list until I see it. Vinyl, that is it. And you know how you get like pew effect when you have a vinyl, you're spinning some decks or pressing your MP3s and you pull out the power cable. And if you're on MP3s, it just goes, who pulled out the power cable? But on vinyl, you pull out the power cable because maybe one of the honeys drunkenly stumbles into the back of the vinyls, pulls out the power cable, it goes, and everyone goes, wow, cool effect, bro. And then you do, it's just a honey bump into the power cable, but that's all cool. You can do that with plugins using iZotope Vinyl. Check this out. Greetings. Oh, if I do spin down. Greetings, YouTube. Ooh, how cool is that? Right, so here's my plan. I wanted to go, greetings, YouTube, like that. Except, so the other way around. I don't know how easy that is to do. I should have done this in advance. No, what? That's pre-planning. I'm not pre-planning sort of person on YouTube. It's free form like jazz. Ooh, ooh. Greetings. It does sound very cool, doesn't it? Right, and I do. What if I did? Okay, I've got one idea for this. If this doesn't work, I'm going to try something else. So first of all, I'm just going to something warped or anything mental. Is it right? Fire it. Duplicate, and then if I just try a bit of an experiment just by turning it, spinning it down, spinning it up, spinning it around, boop. Oh, what happened there? So right, duplicate. Right. So I'm just going to focus on this video, I think, on getting an interesting greetings, people of YouTube, or whatever, and make it sound proper flying thing, instead of just ruining, because like I suppose the other two guys, Mr. Bill and Slink, those two people, they probably spent quite a bit of time dialing in the track, getting a bit of flow, bit of rhythm, which I haven't even listened to yet. So I'm just going to focus on this because that's fine. I'm going to focus on this because there's a bird outside. Whatever, right. Probably a nature bird, right? I like it here in the countryside. It's so quiet. Normally there's like, right, normally in my old studio, it was like, you open the window, it was like, it was like, and then it was like an airplane, and it was like chaos. And someone shouting, there's a homeless person throwing something at a hooker. It was chaos, right? I literally lived about 30 seconds run away from a brothel. It wasn't good. It was a bad place. But here, beautiful. There was a horse clippity. Is it clippity clopping? What does a horse do? Is it clippity clop? Whatever a horse does, a clippity clop. It did it down the street just outside my window. It's beautiful. That was a nature bird a second ago. Lovely stuff. Right, cool. I've done virtually no music production so far, so let's do some music production. Right, I'm gonna try this out, and then if it doesn't work, I've got another idea. Greetings, YouTube. Greetings. And if I do greetings, YouTube. Greetings. Just go backwards. Okay, that idea doesn't work. So I have to do my more innovative approach. Innovate. 808. And so what I'm going to try is, it's maybe not long enough. We'll try. So first of all, do a little reverse, and then so if I spin it down a bit in reverse and then reverse it, maybe that will work. I don't know. We're gonna have to just try it a few times. Shall I automate that button or just record it? Let's make that smaller. What should I do? This is a bit more confusing than I initially anticipated, even though I didn't really anticipate it. So always anticipate. Let me just, let's automate that button. So if I do, true down, spin down, so I click that, then it appears in the automation lane. Then I can be like, wait, what button do I press to do automation? So that, does that do true? Will that work? We'll find out together, right? Right. Maybe if I just move that a bit over here. I wonder what that sounds like. I reckon that might work. Should we find out together? Let's find out together, YouTube. So what I'm basically doing is, because it's a spin down effect and I want it to spin up, almost like time travel, spooky, I need to just do it all in reverse and then just do it reverse again. So hopefully that works. We'll find out. Let's do duplicate, and we'll just freeze that. flatten, make sure it looks all right. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Right, if I do. That looks good to me. So let's consolidate that. Command J and reverse it. Bingo, bango, bongo. Hopefully this works. YouTube. I'm a genius. I am a double genius. That is fantastic, right? That is going in the tracker, Rooney. So do we want to throw some more effects on there? Maybe. Actually, we need to do some timing adjustments. So let's first of all move. That's going to be the beginning of the track, I think. YouTube. Whatever the song goes like, I don't exactly know yet. So, right, let's move all. Hopefully the automation will move. Yeah, it should move, shouldn't it? Whatever, if it doesn't, then the next person can fix it. Right, so let's move all that over there. Then I'm going to move this guy over here. And then I need to get the timing right. So let's turn off the warp and just do some manual timing. Now, let's think about, so when do we want the drums to start? So greetings, YouTube. I think on the B, on that consonant, then the drums need to come in. And that little B thing is that guy there, I think. So I can just manually move it by turning the grid off, just get the timing just lined up, and hopefully it'll work. Oh, wrong channel, right. Let's move that away, right. Let's get the timing just right, and then I can think about throwing some effects on here, making it sound super fly, super dope, mega rad, etc. Well, I forgot what I forgot about a wild card. Totally forgot a secondary wild card. There was a secondary wild card, which I'm remembering in the middle of the video, but that's totally cool. So I'm going to do an edit. So this is in the middle of the video, but actually it'll also be in the beginning. The secondary wild card is, what was it? Something Tom Cosm. Was it Tom Cosm told me about? Oh yeah, maths. Something about maths. Math. I've got to do maths every time I listen to, because I'm a maths guy. Got a maths degree. Lol. I'm going to do maths every time I press play, but I'll genuinely forget because you're in muscle memory mode and you'll just forget. So I'll give you some of my favorite mathematical facts. There you go. I'll just sprinkle them in throughout the video. And yes, for those of you that are in the middle of the video listening to this now, I will give you a mathematical fact. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Yes, you are. Cool. So let me give you one of my mathematical facts that I absolutely love. It's one of my favorite. In fact, I've told this to 2 or 3 girls at parties and they weren't impressed, but I still think it's really amazing. So there are some numbers out there that are so big, it doesn't matter what unit you use to represent them. Say, what multiplier? What's going on there? That's mental. What you want about? What do you mean there are numbers so big that it doesn't matter what unit you use to represent them? Let me explain. So if you take the 2 biggest units in the universe, so the size of the universe, let's rewind a bit. A unit is something you can represent in physical form. So it could be the length of a table, a meter, the length of your arm, whatever. So a unit is something that you can kind of compare to something physical. So if you take the 2 biggest, well, not too big, it's the biggest and the smallest units in the universe, so the size of the universe and basically a Planck length, which is the shortest unit in quantum mechanics, basically there are some numbers so big that the number of Planck lengths in the universe is completely negligible. And typically these numbers, remember, numbers only really make sense if they have some sort of thing to make sense to. So typically you find these biggest numbers ever in combinatoric. So Google Graham's number, for example, fantastic stuff. And yes, I remember trying to explain that to a girl at a house party once and she just went, and then her clothes fell off, of course. Right, so mathematical diversion is done. Let's get back into music production because as a percentage of the video, I've done virtually nothing, but that's cool because the thing I did worked surprisingly well. Cool. So let's line up the bees, remember? So bees, bumblebees, bumblebees, bumblebees. I saw a bumblebee earlier. YouTube. Oh, soloed it. YouTube. Fantastic. Right, cool. Let's YouTube. Fantastic. Right, cool. So I'm going to do a consolidate just to, I'll turn the grid back on. Just to kind of lock it onto the grid again so it doesn't move about. You know what these clips are like. They just move about like sort of, no, they don't really, but means I can start it at a nice 2-bar division, almost like a pre-intro. YouTube. Will people know I'm saying greetings? Or what? People might not know that, will they? But you are the people. Why am I talking to you in the weird... What's going on there? Ignore that. YouTube. It just goes greetings YouTube, but that's fine. You'll figure it out. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, cool. Levels wise, is that sort of alright? I don't know. Bring that up a bit. Greetings YouTube. Yeah, it's fine. We'll get someone else to sort out the levels and the mix later on and thing. So let's rename that Superfly. Oh, Superfly Mega Dope Vocal Effects made by the wonderful Multiplier. All right, so Superfly Mega Dope Vocal Effects made by the wonderful Multiplier, and we'll call this. Oh, what happened there? Right, press the wrong button. Right, undo. Yes, what happened there? Right, undo. Right, and then we'll call this channel Classical Guitar Flute. Classical Guitar Flute, and color code it something fun, something like, what's a fun color? Yellow's quite fun, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite nice. Yeah, let's do yellow. Cool, right, fantastic. Wowzers trousers, bingo bango bongo, is that a spooky ghost? Oh look, a nature bird. Throwing in all the catchphrases, I have many more, don't worry. So I didn't exhaust them all in one sentence. Right, let's do some strategy. How long into this video are we? 20 minutes or so. Wowzers trousers, let me double check my hard drive space just to make sure this whole thing definitely doesn't completely sort of implode on itself. So I've got plenty of space, I think. Do I? Yes, I do. Yes, that's fine. But not enough for like an hour and a half. I don't want to make this video epically long just for the sake of it. I'd almost rather have it being shorter than longer. That's weird coming from you, Multiplier. You're known for just going off on tangents. I am. I've done one thing in about 20 minutes, but that's totally cool. If you want concise videos, don't go on YouTube. YouTube is all about me just talking. Look over there. What's going on over there? Right, cool. I need a plan. No, I don't. Plans are stupid, right? In this case, what I'm going to do is make it sound better with effects. Or does it need effects? YouTube. I quite like it dry, actually. Maybe we can wet up that bit, but not that bit. Yeah, let's try that. We'll duplicate that, and then do the little reverse reverb delay sort of trick thing. So we'll flip it around and then throw some delays and reverbs and stuff on there just to get a cool little tail, and then reverse it again. But I like it cutting off dry. Whatever, we'll see. Right, so if I do, what would be a cool, ideally I can do it all in one go, can't I, with something like, what's that little Native Instruments one? Yeah, then Replica should be cool. What happened there? It's completely broken. That what happened there? It's all red. What's that, guys? Is that, what was going on there? Right, to reverb. That was, what is going on? Replicas. What happened there? You saw that, didn't you? You saw it. Whoa, that was spooky. Probably a spooky ghost. Right, so let's find something cool. I'm really, really hot. Just temperature-wise, it's mental. Could be cool, could be cool. We'll try that. No harm in trying. Freeze. Freeze. Flatten. I'm going to save it just to have good practice. Save. Oh. It's going to save as episode 2 slink. Oh, splice is syncing. Is that fine to do in the middle of the video? Collect all and save? I don't know. It's probably fine. It'll be fine, yeah. Or just have it syncing in the background as I'm doing a video. That's probably really bad for the screen recording, but okay, right, cool. Yeah, let's do a flip it and reverse it sort of thing. Isn't there a song that goes then flip it and reverse it? What's that song? I don't know. Good song though, isn't it? See if I can remember the name. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a bing. I'm going to do a little bit of a what's going on there? Reversing it. I love reversing stuff. Reversing stuff and stretching stuff is one of my favorite things. Right, so delete that. That sounds horrible. I should have chosen a better delay thing. Right, let's do that again. Or do we even need to? Is dry better? Sometimes dry is better. Mate, not what I was, not like that. YouTube. Should I just start it from there? It doesn't have to be exactly 2 bars, does it? Right.
YouTube.
And then, yeah, kick it in. Boom, da boom, da boom, da boom, etc. Right. So, do I need any more effects and thing on there?
YouTube.
Yeah, it does. It needs... Well, let's think this through. Right, so I want it to be contrasting to the actual track. So let's see how affected up and what the stereo image and stuff is like in the track.
YouTube.
There's a little bit, it's actually quite nice. It's well made in terms of not too much reverb, the right amount of reverb and stuff. So there's a big reverb tail. See, I'm thinking no reverb, no proper long taily reverb on the vocal effect. Therefore, it's contrasting to when the track kicks in. It's all about contrast. Remember, reverb only makes sense when it's then compared to no reverb. Saying that, I could still use some form of like impulse reverb to give it some dimension. Let's think about what's going on with the stereo image here. So lasers in the background, little tick thing in the middle. So there's space on the side of the mix. At the moment, it's just got reverb in the background, but there's still space on the side. So, I mean, when I say space, I mean, I'm not going to layer this up there, so it's not really a space in the normal way, but it's something to contrast. I'm all about contrast in tracks normally. So yeah, let's try this new isotope vocal synth, which to be honest, sounds amazing, but I haven't really had a good chance to familiarize myself properly with it, if you know what I mean. So I could really not do this justice, but you know what? Let's try it. Let's just give it a go. Let's turn off the pitch correction. Let's try some of this computer vox. Bit dry. Actually, let's just focus on the computer vox. So yeah, for those of you who haven't seen, let's close that away. For those of you who haven't seen isotope vocal synth, it's a way of taking vocals and making them cool. It's strangely, it's not really a synth, although conceptually it's like a synth because you have these different effects like oscillators. It's kind of weird, kind of different, but kind of cool, or really cool in fact. So I think just thinking this through, if I get this computer vox just right and mix that in with a dry signal, it'll sound computery. How cool will that be? That will be jazz hands. That will be fantastic, right? So let's just dial in the computer bit and then mix in some of the dry. So turn off the help tags. Oh, pressed the wrong button. Oh, look at that. I know how it works. I did a video on it for what's the name? Plugin Boutique. Pretty cool. Don't know that too much. Bats? What's on there? Not a fan of bats, right? Got chased by a bunch of bats once in the forest. That was really weird. I have to mix this in with the dry, because at the moment I don't know whether the fact you can't hear the words is a problem or not, so yeah, let's just mix in the dry.
YouTube. YouTube.
Read. Ooh, what's going on there, stupid? I could work with that.
YouTube.
I've got a plan. Right, I'm gonna have my, it's just gonna try this out, I'm gonna have the vocal synth computery thing on the sides, and then my normal one in the center. Maybe that'll work, who knows? Worth a try in it, right. So, delete, and then what I'm gonna do, is find a way to stick it on the sides. So yeah, so we'll call that a normal one, and then yeah, we'll throw some crazy wide ting-a-ling-a-ling on that. So let's make it vocal synthed up first of all. Move the chair around. So yeah, pull that down, turn off pitch correction, hide that away, and yeah. I still want it to be somewhat like not legible, understandable, intelligible. Too many bats in that one. That might work. Pull it down a level a bit, and then we can always dial that in afterwards. And then let's make it wide. Interestingly, using Trash 2. And then the impulse reverb bit is fantastic. You can make stuff wide by cranking up the separate and stuff. Don't do that with basses or drums, it's a horrible idea. But for normal things, it can be really cool. Basically, there's a bunch of impulse responses, but it's conceptually what it does. This convolution reverb module is essentially it's an impulse reverb thing, but it's got some amazing repulses in it. Not repulses, impulse. It's got some amazing impulses in it. So instead of it sounding like a reverb space, it gives the sound dimension, and then you got these separate and width controls to do phase tricks and stuff to make it sound wide. Really, really cool. One of my favorite ways to create wide sounds from non-wide sounds. See how that's wide? And then mix it in with the original.
YouTube.
And subtle though.
YouTube. YouTube.
And then maybe just like group them together and ting. Group. So pull down the level if need be.
YouTube. YouTube.
And we'll call this bass guitar 2.
YouTube. YouTube.
Not super convinced on it, gotta be honest.
YouTube. 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 YouTube.
Oh no, there's a way better.
YouTube.
Oh, it's horrible. What's going on?
YouTube.
Nah, so it's classic textures are the best.
YouTube.
Ooh, I don't know, maybe.
YouTube. 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 YouTube.
My word. Right, let's do some thinking. Save. Actually, no. I need to bounce that down because of plugins and that. Let's bounce that down. Make decisions. Right, make decisions. Multiply. Freeze. Right, and then flatten. How long into this are we? Nearly long enough. Maybe. Ooh, that's a Justin Bieber song, except it's got different words. Collect all and save. Learn that ish if you don't know what that does in Ableton. Fuck yeah, there you go. I remembered. I might have missed that. wildcard, etc. Let me give you another mathematical fact while I just play this one more time.
YouTube.
Actually, I'm going to do one more thing, but first, another mathematical fact. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? So, this is the fact. Now, this might boggle your mind a bit, but get pre-boggled. Right, so infinity. You know what infinity is? Such as there are infinitely many numbers, or you can turn a circle an infinite number of times and it will look exactly the same. Infinity. Now, there are different sizes of infinity. What you want about multiply? That's not a thing. That's stupid. You're talking ridiculousness. You're jibber-jabbering on about just nonsense. No, incorrect. There are different sizes of infinity, such as there are more irrational numbers than rational numbers. Now, some of you are like, what's an irrational number? Now, I won't get into that too much. If you don't know what an irrational number is, it's hard to actually explain quite easily. It's basically a number that can't be represented as a fraction. That's one way of looking at it. Not a very precise way of defining the thing. Numbers that have an infinite number of decimal points and those decimal points never repeat in any significant pattern. That is an irrational number. I haven't defined it properly, but that's because my mind's kind of spinning trying to define it simplistically. But yeah, basically there are different sizes of infinities. That's the really, really interesting thing to me. Just the fact you can have, say, the same size of infinity. So for example, there are the same number of even numbers as there are even numbers and odd numbers put together. Freaky stuff, but that is actually true. That's mathematical fact. Whereas there are more irrational numbers than rational numbers. Look up, what was it? Cantor's theorem. Look up Cantor's theorem and his diagonal argument. It's actually quite interesting if you can wrap your head around it. May take you 20 minutes to do so to fully understand it, but yeah, check it out. Interesting stuff, right? Different numbers different sizes of infinities. Again, I tried to explain that to a girl at a house party once, which was, gotta be honest, I was pushing my luck a little bit compared to the whole units thing I explained earlier, but it was cool. Actually, it wasn't cool, didn't work out at all that time. But yes, try that. Making moves with multiplier.
YouTube.
Right, I'll do one more thing just because, probably should do. Yeah, let's make it similar length to the other ones. I'm gonna add a bleep sort of thing, or just some sort of noise, sort of at the start to go ba-dang, just to start off the track. Because I think that's all right. Leave it up to the others to do anything else to it if they want to. So yeah, let's include in the bass guitar 2 group empty audio track, and what I will do is find some sort of thing. Question is though, what sort of thing shall I put in there? What sort of thing? Should I put some ragga vocals? No, that's stupid. No. Concentrate, multiply. Do something serious, right?
YouTube.
I want some sort of noise. I could look through. I mean, is it a bit boring if I just throw a sample in there? It might be. It might be.
YouTube.
Eastbourne. What's in Eastbourne? Ignore that. Right. Let me just try and let's go through some of my sample packs. I don't want to create something from scratch. It's a bit too much effort. Can't be bothered. What is this folder? Foley and SFX. I don't even know where that came from. Let's do some of these then. Shower curtain. That could work, couldn't it? Actually, no, I do have an idea. Let's take some cymatic snares and stretch them out big styly. So, where have they gone? Lost them on my computer. Did I put them on my main bit? I have no idea. Always organise your samples, people, otherwise you end up doing what I do and never knowing where anything ever is. I could do a search, but that's cheating. Searching is cheating. Cymatics packs. Yeah, probably in here somewhere. Let's stretch out some of the long, weird snares, they're called. Yeah, weird snares. Yeah, let's stretch out that mofo. Doop-be-doop-be-doo. Fade, and then we'll do a bit of fade, and then longer fire it, and texture. Nah, boring, right? Need a better one. That's going to be better, isn't it? Look, I should have chosen that initially, shouldn't I? Maniac, right, warp. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. grain size, so it changes the size of the zzz sort of grain sound. Actually, because this is Ableton, I can just leave it without bouncing it down, can't I? I think so. Actually, it's more fun if I bounce it down. Therefore, I think, yeah, I've got stems. Oh yeah, also, if someone who doesn't have Ableton wants to do some stuff, they're gonna need it all bounced down anyway. So actually, then I'm gonna bounce everything down. So ignore all that. Turn it up a bit.
YouTube.
Coolies, 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 cool and the gang. Too loud now.
YouTube.
Maybe run that through some reverb. Doopy-doopy-doo. Tour reverb. Blow up my computer with CPU usage, but it sounds amazing. Right. So if I do crystal clear.
YouTube.
It's got some crazy pre-delay, which I don't actually want.
YouTube.
Actually, do I want to bounce down reverb into it, or you can't go back once you've done that? Whereas, oh, that's not, forget it. My computer went mental. Screw it. Let's leave it dry. We can always get some other people to add reverb. Adverb, bro. There you go.
YouTube.
Not cymatics. There you go. Lol.
YouTube. YouTube.
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if it works with the track, if you know what I mean.
YouTube.
I mean, I like the sound, don't get me wrong, I just don't know if it suits the track.
YouTube.
Could work there, couldn't it? Just try one more idea out. Reverse that. All right, I have an idea. I have an idea, people. I have an idea. Don't worry. You were worrying. Don't you worry. Worrying will kill you. All right. You'll worry yourself to death. Right. So let's do a bit of this. And then. All right. Ooh, you can see what's going on there, can't you? Genius.
YouTube.
And then pull that down in level. Again, I can leave it to other people to muddle it up or delete it, whatever they want to do. Perfectly cool. So it's bringing down the level of this first bit. So I'll change the color to something really obvious, like slightly different. That's too stupid, right? A bit lighter, there you go. And then bring down a level, say 4 dB. And then apply a fade. Fade. Right, so.
YouTube. YouTube.
More. 2 more dB.
YouTube.
2 more.
YouTube.
1 more. Ooh. Right. Let's do a. I think that'll be it. But let's do a. We'll just select all and save. And then I think I'm going to call it a day. What's the time? Oh, spicy sinking. Yeah, we're going to call it a day on this. But let me just do a quick playthrough to double check. And then I'll do some sort of like thing.
YouTube.
Yeah. Cool. I think that's all right. It's all right. It's all right. All right for a no planning, tingling-a-ling. I've got some cool sounds in there conceptually. It's like starting up. Ooh, cool. I like it. Right. So let's do one more click tool and save. Just have it. And yeah, so Splice is syncing. Click to describe. No, I don't know what's going on. It's syncing. Oh, also, I need to roll the video thing, don't I? So let's do that. Right. So I'll just continue recording. Let's do that. It's fine. You can see behind the scenes. Do you want to see some behind? I mean, this is already behind the scenes because I haven't fully set up my studio. But you want to see some more behind the scenes? Yes, you do. Right here, right now. So what I'm going to do is minimize that, hopefully without it all breaking. So if I click Collab Alliance, randomize a multiplier, hopefully it works. Now, I don't know what's going to go on with the sound. I think there's sound included, but I don't quite know how sound card wise that will work because I'm doing a screen recording, so there's a chance to hide that away. There's a chance it may all come out horrible in the edit, but we'll find out together. And yeah, cool, let's do it. I'm going to do the noises for you anyway, so we'll just roll the dice. This is where we find out who's next in the Collab Alliance. And you know what? They may even do more production than me. Wouldn't that be fun? So roll the dice. Ding, 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 ding. Seamless. Arguably, in fact, I think he's the biggest. He's the biggest dude. Look at his beard. Look at the fantastic beard. And yes, you all know who Seamless is. He's the 100,000 subscribers dude. He does how to basics, etc. And I've been jibber jabbering and I missed the factor. So it's going too far. Right. All right, cool. Inclusion factor. Producer, wait, don't look at the ones that are wrong. Don't look at the screen. Don't look at the screen. I'll do it again. Right. Inclusion factor.
And what I was
Producer, seamless with a beard, seamless with an R. Must use all samples in Bill's awesome sample pack. So yeah, do that. Seamless.
Giving away the wettest farts.
I think his real name's Steven.
So gross.
Steve.
Actually gross.
Steve, do that. Steve, do that. Sounds nearly like Steve.
We're making farts. Anyway, this is Serum.
Restriction factor. Producer is unable to use any external plugins, only native ones to DAW,
I was talking about
Fruity Loops, I think.
archetypal sort of dubstep
That's going to be easy for him because he's a wizard.
This one
he's a wizard at
is
it Harmer? Is that all the FL guys use? I don't know.
It's way
this isn't even
bending going on.
Oh, the silliness want to be fun, but yeah, the actual inclusion and restriction are easy for him.
Just a version of the bend. Then it's distorted. It's got a high pass filter.
Silliness factor. Producer must scream whenever saying the word synth or filter, which I'm looking forward to. That would be great because
he's going to compress and it makes the growl.
That's going to be that's a fantastic silliness factor. So
the title of this,
make sure you do that, Steve. And also, there's an additional wild card that comes from you guys, the fans, the community. And so yeah, stick a comment in below what else you want Seamless with a silent R to do in his video.
Before Serum existed.
Looking forward to it. I'm going to screenshot this because I'm going to close it now.
Well understood as it is now.
And forget, and I'm going to show the dudes in the
super squelchy, like really over squelchy, like
I was going to say something. Right, cool. Oh yeah, stick your comment in the wild card. No, wild card in the comment below. Now, I'm going to make a suggestion now. Of course, you don't have to take my suggestion for a wild card, but if enough of you comment on this suggestion, then you'll have to do it. Right, here is my suggestion. Every time Seamless does something,
mess around with a lot, and that is
clicks. Every time Seamless clicks, he has to say, my name is Seamless, or I'm Seamless. Something like that. He has to go, click, I'm Seamless, or before he clicks, or whenever he clicks. So yeah, whenever he clicks, click, I'm Seamless, and then he has to carry on. So he has to say, I'm Seamless millions of times. I think that would be quite funny. And also, when you combine that with the silliness factor, producer must scream whenever saying the word synth or filter, it can turn into quite the chaotic situation. But you know what? He needs that because, in all seriousness, the inclusion factor is easy for him. Basically, he knows what he's doing. We all know that. And you're using Bill's awesome samples, so not even a challenge. Restriction factor, again, he's used to using the built-in stuff, so that's not a problem at all. So let's make it difficult, but not in like some stupid way. Just like, click, I'm Seamless. It'll throw him off, he'll get confused. That's funny, so let's do that. Right, cool. This is Big Multiplier in episode 3 of the Collab Alliance.
It essentially changes how many of these the sound
I nearly did a spin on the chair there, but then the cable would have gone chaotic.
I'm
so
just doing
I've
that,
been
but with the drive
evolving as a
wheel,
human.
which we can even see it happening
I'm
while
going to
doing
spend
it.
the rest of the day plugging all the treatment, etc., etc., etc. Won't get into that now. I will do the next vlog for that. But yes,
more in the center than it does on the outside.
Look forward to seeing this episode. There will be links contained below, assuming this all went correctly and you're watching this now. So there'll be links below to the project and various other things. So yeah, do all that. Fantastic.